Hey guys, I hope you had peaceful Christmas. This is a TI vlog. I try to make these every now and then. Just 'cause I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be around. And some pretty scary things going on in my life. After I uploaded those videos, those 24 TI videos, I was stalked really bad the next day that I left the house. I forgot to, normally I take the battery out of my phone and wrap it with aluminum foil. But, that day, there was a hole in the aluminum. It was kind of half open, so they were tracking me. And it was pretty much all day long. I was on the bus, and, this truck drove by that said Monarch Cleaners. We don't have a Monarch Cleaners in this town. But, you know, it's like talking about that in my videos. I was talking about how I suspected I was a victim of Project Monarch. Then I had an appointment at this one place, and there was this guy that, I was waiting in the waiting room, and this guy came in, and he was just like, "You're bad." And he wasn't with anybody. He was by himself. He was talking to me. And that was, of course, that was the other thing that I had said in my in those TI videos. I was talking about, I was saying, you know, I haven't done anything to anybody. That I'm not a bad person. I haven't done anything to anybody or anything. I don't know what's going on. Some people think it's a communist. Sometimes I think maybe it is a communist takeover. You know, why they would target me, I'm not really sure. Maybe because of my dad. Maybe because my dad was like government. Maybe they perceive me as a threat because, like, I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea, like, what, you know. It's really scary. I just know that, I'm not gonna let anything happen to my son, and, I feel like they're trying to, provoke me, because they'll, like, touch my son when I'm out in public, when I'm on the bus. And there was this one specific example. I mean, I already told you about the lady that touched him and then his face got inflamed and he got really sick. That was when I was in Brooklyn. But just recently, there was this lady. She's been stalking me a lot. Same lady. And then incidentally, there's another guy that, you know, every time I leave the house, he's there. Doesn't matter what day I leave the house, doesn't matter what time I leave the house, he's always there, and then he switches off with this other person at the same exact spot, kind of thing. And he looks like he's related to this other lady. Anyway, this other lady, she was just like, she came up to my son on the bus and she was like petting his head, and I just politely asked her not to touch my son. And then she like got into my seat on the bus, got into my seat, and she like shoved herself into my seat and was grabbing onto my stroller, had her hands all over my stroller. It was really scary. And then, you know, now when I ride the bus, these total strangers, I mean, I don't know who they are. They'll like lurch at me. I had that happen one day. It was like 3 different people, 3 or 4 or 5 different people that got on the bus would like lurch. They'd specifically lurch at me. I had one girl get on and she just stood there and stared at me. These people don't know me. I mean, This is a total random town that I moved to. I don't know anybody. They don't know me. This one girl got on the bus, and she's the only other person on the bus besides me and the bus driver. And she got on, and she decided to stand right behind me. She starts talking to me, and I'm like, you know, who the hell is she talking to? And I turn around, she snaps a picture of me. So I'm kind of wondering why she was standing at that angle. Well, it was because she wanted to get my son in the frame in the picture. And then they like have this weapon where they'll shoot my face while I'm sleeping, and it like makes my head turn. And like when that happened, they only used that one time on me, but it felt like somebody shot my face. But it didn't damage anything. It just like maybe it was, I don't know what it was, but it flipped my face around. And then like a few seconds after I woke up, my son started crying. And so they'll do that kind of stuff. And they'll make a lot of like sounds, like animal sounds and stuff like that, play music in my head to wake me up. Just all night long, they'll do the same thing to my son. Well, I'll wake up, and then like 2 seconds later, my son will wake up crying. The microwave radiation is really bad in my house. I have to use thermal blankets, protective measures. Otherwise, I'll be screaming my head off in pain. My son, he's too young to like, you know, I have a shelter for him, you know, thermal blankets over his crib, but like he is obviously, he's not gonna like stay in his crib all day. I mean, he's like running around the house, but he, like, on days that are really bad with the microwave radiation, like, I can tell because I can feel it. I know what it feels like now. I can tell that it's because it feels like your head's gonna explode. And like, I can tell when it's really bad. My son will also just scream. He'll just scream bloody murder, and he'll start hitting his head and shaking his head and just screaming. And then I take him and I put him in his crib and I cover him up with the thermal blankets, and then within 5 minutes he's like giggling. And thing is, like, the stuff that these people do, I mean, it's really obvious they hate. I mean, they just really, really hate my guts. And they don't know me. They don't know who they're doing this to. They don't. But they have just an enormous amount of hatred. They would have to. I mean, to do things to a baby, you have to have. When I had my cats, they would do things to abuse my cats. Like, I remember when she was on the plane. My cat, when I finally got my cat, when I picked up my cat, she had flown in the, you know, the cargo. And when I got her entire cage, like suitcase cage thing, you know, those things that you put your animal in, on the plane, it was smeared with blood, and her nose was damaged, and she was just soaking wet. And the airline, you know, they didn't give a flying fuck, and they were like, oh, it's not our fault. But I don't think that's an accident. And then she was killed later. I left her with my sister because I had to I had to leave, and I left my cats. My sister and both of them died. Both of them ended up dead. I don't know. My point is that these people are they kill. They're not just you know, it's serious. They kill. And they infect babies with viruses. And they enjoy scaring people. They enjoy scaring people. And they enjoy messing with your head, and it's hatred. It's extreme hatred. And it's misdirected hatred. So not only are these people dangerous, but they're insane. They're totally insane. I've been a kind person my entire life. I have gone out of my way to help people. Trying to keep this under 15 minutes. That's why I keep looking at the clock. I've gone out of my way in my life to be helpful to people. I've always tried to do the right thing. Just in every circumstance, I've gone out of my way to be kind to people, to help people, to not have an impact, and try to be good to the environment and everything. Try to be good, period. And they hate that. They really, really hate goodness. They hate it. And it's really scary. It's really, really scary. And I'm at a point right now where, you know, like my entire, I can't handle what's going on. I can't, you guys, I can't handle it. I really think that they might try to kill me or something. They've done so many outrageously unbelievable things that I don't put it past them at all. And nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's helping me. They're attacking me, my family. And my friends are I don't even know how to describe it. It's just unreal. It's just unreal how much people, how ignorant people are to what's going on in our country right now, in our world right now. It's not just the United States going on, in a lot of different countries. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Stasi, you know, Nazis taking over, you know, targeting people that they think have a different moral outlook than they do. So, you know, message from my friends and my family that have been ignoring me. You know, there's going to come a time when you're going to have to make a stand. And it may just be that it comes down to protecting your child or yourself, but you're going to have to make a stand at some point. You're going to have to choose a side. Peace out, you guys.